Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm just going to do a few nails for St. Patrick's Day because it's on Thursday and it's something that's really massive here in Ireland. And instead of going through each of the nails and what I'm using and what I'm doing, I'll just let you watch that. You can ask me any questions in the comments below if you have them. I just thought that I would spend this video just chatting about all things Irish and maybe things that we would do here that not everybody else would do. So I just thought I would talk about that. So we greet everybody over here with what's the crack. That's just anytime we meet somebody in the street or we're talking to anybody, the first thing we'll say is what's the crack. And the only reason we do nearly anything in life is for the crack. So we'll turn around and say, will we go out for lunch for the crack? Do you want to go to Belfast for the crack? Will we do this for the crack? And the crack is for a laugh, for fun, for a good time. So that's a word that's used a lot over here. What else do we do? On St. Patrick's Day, we eat and drink all day, listen to music. It's big over here. We absolutely love St. Patrick's Day. What else do we do? I'm trying to think. That's maybe different from other people. I know that not everybody in other countries wake people like we do. So if somebody dies here in Ireland, we bring their body home and the body stays at our house for 2 days, and on the third day they get buried. But for those 2 days we will stay in the room someday at all times, day and night, never leave the room, the corpse on its own. And everybody will come and visit. Everybody has tea and sandwiches, and we all sit and talk about old times and that person that's died. And anyway, the crack's usually 90 at a wake house. Sometimes it's better fun at a wake than it is in a wedding. Here in Ireland, it's you know, it's a good time. It's not it's sad, of course it's sad, but there's usually a lot of laughs. Family gets together, and there's usually you would walk past a wake house more times than enough, you would hear screaming and laughing and carrying on rather than crying over here. So I don't think everybody would do that. We also have Lent here, so we would go off something for Lent. So you make a sacrifice, so you go off sweets or go off crisps or something like that for Lent, and that's 40 days and 40 nights. But during Lent you have St. Patrick's Day in the middle, so you can break that Lent. On St. Patrick's Day, you can do anything on St. Patrick's Day. So if you've given up chocolate on St. Patrick's Day, you can eat it from morning to night. If you've given up drink, you can drink all day, which is what everybody usually does over here, is just drink all day on St. Patrick's Day. What else do we do that maybe not everybody else does? We light holy candles all the time. So if somebody was to say to me, did you hear my wee granny's not well? I would say, is she not? I'll light a candle for her. Or if you turn around and say, my son's going for his driving test tomorrow, will you light a candle for him? It's just everybody lights candles for for everybody here. There's not a house that I know of that doesn't have holy candles in it. So the holy candle's lit for everything. Whenever you're sick here, we drink Lucozade or flat Coke, Coke without the fizz in it, because everybody's brought up thinking that would cure you. Of course, we love stew. Stew is just a big pot of potatoes, mince, carrots, onions and gravy all mixed together. And stew can last for days in a big pot. So we make it one day and you'll have it for maybe 2 or 3 days after that. And the longer it sits, the better it gets. most dinners that we eat include potatoes, and if potatoes isn't on the plate, then we wouldn't consider that a proper dinner. But I love living here. Living in Ireland is just fantastic. So many nice people, friendly people. The scenery and the views are absolutely beautiful, and I think we live in the most beautiful country in the world. I wouldn't want to live anywhere else. So in the comments below, tell me things that you do that you don't think every other country would do. Weird things that you were brought up with that makes you different to anybody else. I'd really like to hear. Another thing that we would do here is we have these crisps that are only made in Ireland called Tato, and we put them inside bread and eat them. Does other people have crisp sandwiches or crisp baps? I don't know if that's a thing, but like we do that here. We drink tea. Anytime you go into somebody's house, the first thing they'll say is, do you want a cup of tea? And usually if they stay for tea, then they'll get like lunch and dinner. As long as they're there, they'll get fed and have tea. So nobody leaves our house hungry. That's just another thing. Everybody's offered tea or coffee or whatever, but it's usually tea. No matter how you're feeling, if somebody asks you how you are, you'll say you're grand. And by the tone of your voice, they will know if you're actually grand or not. So if you're angry, you'll just go, I'm grand. So that's how they'll know that you're really not grand or you're not okay. But yeah, we're very, I would say, family orientated over here. We all have big families, lots of cousins. We're all very close to one another. We see each other a lot. Our parents are, we like to look after them when they get older. Like our mammies especially are like everything to us over here. So literally my wee mammy lives across the garden. Her house is at the end of our garden. So I see her every day. And what she says goes, they are the head of every family, the mammies, like. So yeah, that's another big thing over here is we love our families. We always have a good time with everybody, and neighbours and friends. I suppose that's the same anywhere. Like, but I remember my cousins coming from England, and they used to think that we were so behind the times, and we used to think that they were so like ahead of the times. Like they would come over here and they would be drinking and stuff like that, and we used to think, oh my goodness, and we were only really, really young. We were so innocent. And I remember them coming into our house and we had an open fire, and they just could not believe that there was a fire in our house. So I was like, does English people not have fires in their house? And so we sat all day and just threw papers under the fire just to watch them burn. Yeah, it's some brilliant times growing up here in Ireland. So we did like, and I live in the country. Some beautiful cities. If you're ever coming to Ireland, make sure that you get to Belfast, Dublin and Derry. Derry would be my closest city. I live only about 10-15 minutes away from Derry City, and it is absolutely beautiful. Lovely people, lots of bars and restaurants, good vibe in it, good culture. And Belfast as well, I would go there quite regular, and I love it down there as well. And I've been to Dublin a few times, so if you're ever over in Ireland, make sure you go to those places and you will definitely enjoy it. So I'm going to shut up now and let you just watch the rest of the video. Hope you have a lovely week. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a nice St. Patrick's Day if you do celebrate it. I know I'll be celebrating it, and I will have a drink for each and every one of you. So sending lots of love, and see you next time. Bye.